had going. Now they've got to turn their attention to getting it back in that direction. Can they bottle him up again? Because I'd say after that run, confidence is pretty high for him.
Back now here on EA Sports. It's 49er football, but some ground to cover. They find themselves behind as we hit the fourth and final quarter. Again, it's Charles. And he'll bring this one inside the 35. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
Looks like the defense in press coverage here. Play action now. Gabbard. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. He rifles one that's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Brandon, offensively, this has been a tough day for him. Trying to find a place to throw the football. It's been extremely difficult. I've got to give a lot of credit to the secondary, especially the corners who've had the receivers on lockdown.
And not great starting field position here for the offense.
Let's get off the field. Let's get off the field. Let's go. Hey, we got Mike, number 53. Mike, 53. It's just me and you.
After the interception, it's Love. Over the middle, Dorsett. And they'll mark him down right around the 9, just shy of the 10. It'll be a gain of 8 yards, and that'll make it a 2nd down. So on that play, defense was in the zone. They ran a crossing route offensively, but the defense there, you got to be good with communication, don't you?
You certainly do, and it's not something that is really evident when you watch it on the screen. But everyone's talking, communicating, pointing, and it keeps you from chasing receivers because you have a specific zone you have to cover. When a receiver's in your zone and he crosses to another one, you got to let your guy know. They got a completion there, but I like the discipline they showed to stay in their proper areas and then make the tackle.
And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd. A pretty good coverage there, and both of these defenses, they've had good coverage throughout this one.
No doubt about it, and in today's NFL, where we're used to a bit more scoring, this feels almost like a well-pitched game in baseball on both sides where the tension continues to build. Who's going to make the big play?
An extra DB for the 49ers now on 3rd. Ferguson on 3rd and short. And he is going to get the first down, it looks like, as he's up to the 12. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving.
I don't know about you, but that almost felt like old-time football there. 3rd and 2 is not necessarily just a running down anymore. A lot of times they want to throw the ball. They went back to the roots and powered forward and got the first down.
We got three. Be right.
On first, again, they go with Ferguson. And his rough afternoon continues. He's going nowhere again. No gain on the play there. 2nd down. The 4th quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding. Keep it going. But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people stacked up at the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
And on 2nd and 10 now.
Strong left. Regular. Begin. Hurry. Watch twist.
Here's Ferguson. And he'll be taken down at the 18. A 6-yard pickup on the ground that time, and that'll make it 3rd and 4 coming up.
And once again, leverage wins. The offensive line, lower than the defensive front. They moved them and found some good space for the guy carrying the ball.
And the defense searches for one more stop here after the run on second down. An extra defensive back in the game now here for 3rd and 4. From the gun on 3rd down, Luck. And he's got his man Hilton. And he's brought down after a good game. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. And here comes play number 6 on this drive. They'll hand it off to Ferguson. And there just continues to be nowhere to run. He's bottled up again at the line of scrimmage. And in this situation with the lead 4th quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take, puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line.
They'll put 2 receivers left, 2 to the right.
Check. 53 flight. Check. 53 flight. Check 3.
To throw on second down is Luck. And he finds a man on a crossing route. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. 7 yards on the play, and it'll be 3rd down. The 8th play of the drive coming up. It's 3rd and 3. Block on 3rd down. And that is incomplete.
I'm not sure we could spot any tendency here on this 3rd down. They could have run it or passed it. Either one was available. They chose to try and get it through the air, but they were unsuccessful.
Here's Pat McAfee now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. And that'll hit in the end zone. Much too much leg there. That'll be a touchback. And San Francisco gets set to go here. Looked like they had something going last drive. Then the interception happened. Will they recover?
The memory they need to keep with them is that they did have something going. They were moving the ball on offense, had a nice sequence going. Don't worry about the other part. You can't get that back. Let's go back to what you were doing well before.
I thought you were going to say they need to have no memory, but remember the good part, forget the bad.
I like that even better.
They go back to the air here after the INT. And he connects with Vance McDonald. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Time for a break. We'll come back, see what transpires after this. Carry now for Jamal Charles. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Partner, you know I love to point out when teams break tendency and do something a little bit different from the norm. But when you run the ball in the first play of the drive, that's not a tendency breaker at all. That's just trying to establish yourself as you move forward.
He's back to throw. And this one complete to Marcus Wheaton. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
One of the feature points of the in route is being able to make a nice throw to the middle part of the field. And for a quarterback, that's one of the better throws and better looks that he'll get. But he has to be careful not to wait too long and let his receiver wander into some tough territory. If he's late with the ball, he can get his receiver hit and hit hard.
Back to throw. A dump off for Charles. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. Got the hand caught up in the grill of the face mask. 15-yard penalty.
So tough for a defender. You're trying so hard to make a play, and the way that these offensive guys can move around, sometimes your hand gets into the wrong place.
So after that big gain, let's see what else the offense has up its sleeve. Back to throw. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. It'll be a 2-yard gain, and it'll make it a second down.
I'm going to show my age here a little bit. We used to talk about running backs catching the ball as safety valves. Nowadays, they're a big part of the passing offense.
Quit acting like you're so old. You're only 65. So the offense looking at a 2nd and 8. One receiver left, 2 to the right. He'll look to throw. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. They'll look to throw. And bringing it in, this is Selleck over the middle. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll bring up 4th down.
He wasn't the primary target, but I think it was almost like a check down situation, wasn't it?
Yeah, hoping he can break some tackles, a big tight end, but he couldn't do it.
Yeah, get it to that big frame and hope he can scatter some bodies, unable to get it done.
Down 4 late, got to go for it here on 4th down. Desperation time. Gabbard on 4th. This one complete. Right side to McDonald. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And that's going to be just about all she wrote for this one. And the 49ers going to take another timeout. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. And the D-line pinching together, must be expecting the run.
Hey, we got three. Bring it down.
Victory very much in sight now as they'll take a knee. Well, Charles, the old saying, the old cliche, if you will, points at a premium, that certainly applied here, didn't it?
And that almost felt like open up a time capsule, didn't it? Old school football, low scoring, close game. What a way to finish it up.
You loved it, didn't you? You
loved
the defenses.
I certainly did. Brought back the images of the game of old.